Bagging it up. Throw that shit over here, girl, that's what it's for. What you say? You know how to go and get a bag, don't you? You know how to make a bitch mad, don't you? Make your ex wanna get it back, that's a fact. Say it louder for the bitches in the...
Hey guys, my name is Cydnie Riquel. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video and I'm too freaking excited. Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's my first ever video. I'm gonna leave this video up for the rest of my life, but it was my first ever makeup tutorial and it was like December of like 2015, 2014, somewhere around there. And as we all know, makeup has changed over time and my love for makeup has grown. My experiences and my talents have definitely grown, so I will definitely be sharing more makeup tutorials, although this is not a makeup tutorial channel because it's an everything channel. We'll get more into that later, but pretty much I want to show you guys everything I have to offer. I sing, I dance, I act, I model. I love to cook. Like, there's so many weird talents that God has blessed me with that I would love to share with you guys. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, just express myself on YouTube. And I'm really excited for this journey. I have so many people behind me supporting me. I have God and I'm gracious. Okay guys, so today we will be jumping into it's kind of like a haul slash try on slash full glam tutorial. I have to go to the studio later tonight. They're probably gonna be like, why does this crazy lady have on all this makeup? But I just want to be able to show you guys my personal opinion on Fenty Beauty products. I know there's been a lot of controversy lately. I love that her highlight is beautiful on like all skin tones. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I also love her foundation. I haven't been able to try any other products, so besides her lip paint, I also forgot about that. But I've also wanted to try her glosses and the loose highlight powder and just her concealer that just dropped. Oh my god, I've been waiting to do that. Wanted to try it out. So here I am doing a full glam tutorial with Fenty Beauty products. Now I will say she doesn't have anything for brows yet, from what I know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I used eyeshadow powder like from the Jaclyn Hill palette to do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna just jump in and do my eyebrows, and when I come back we'll be ready to prime and do skin. Okay, hey y'all, so I'm back and I have eyebrows. Yay! Now I usually don't do them this dark for an everyday look, but I figured because we're doing a really bold, really glam look that I'm gonna want to do darker brows, so that's what I did. Now before I start any makeup routine, I did have a very clean face. I had washed it that morning, and then this morning, not that morning. I washed it this morning and just ran out the house. I didn't even get to put on my aloe vera gel like I do every day. I was running late for an appointment, so my face is clean, but I feel like it was dry. I was starting to get greasy, you know. I had nothing to block that oil. I have super oily skin, so not sponsored by Garnier or anything, although that would be really nice. I live by micellar water. I've tried every single one. The green one works the best for me. It's mattifying for oily skin, so all you oily sisters out there, if you have the same issue as me, you might want to go try it out. Now, I don't like cotton pads. They tend to like break me out for some reason. I don't know if I'm allergic to them or what, so I go in with the Kleenex, like literally the natural, the organic baby wipes. From Kleenex or from Huggies, sis? Anyways, and I'm gonna go in and wipe my face down just to make sure that it's super clean. Now I got my forehead before I did my makeup, so I'm gonna just go on and leave that alone. But I get all the little crevices and cracks where I get super duper oily. You can see kind of how much of that oil it catches. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Super gross. Okay, now that that's done, skin time. So we're gonna start off by taking the Fenty Beauty primer. It thought it would be more like a jelly consistency, but it turned out to be actually super duper creamy. I have really oily skin, so I was super duper nervous to use anything cream based as far as primers go, but it actually turned out to work really, really, really well. So then I'm taking that concealer, and it goes with the foundation shade I got, which is 290. And I'm just going to go in underneath my eyes and I guess get rid of all the dark circles. It was actually super thick. It was kind of like a lip gloss consistency, but it was still super duper duper creamy and easy to blend out. So now I'm going to be taking this old brush I have from Sephora. I don't even know the number of it, but it looks kind of like a rounded paintbrush. And I'm just going underneath my eyes and everywhere that I've had put the concealer so it's easier to blend out. Now when you do blend in your concealer, I like to go in afterwards and use my finger because of the heat and the way it blends out my concealer really well. So now I will be taking the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 290, and it matches with my concealer. I think that is super duper cool that Rihanna made it easy for you to find out your concealer shade. I like to pump it on the back of my hand. It only takes one pump for me. I don't really have any skin problems or any textured skin, but when I have textured skin clients or clients with acne, I still take one pump and it works super duper duper great with a concealer. I don't need much. A little goes a long way. So Rihanna, you did that, girl. So I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder in the shade Butter. I was a little nervous at first because it's super duper white, and white powders make me really nervous as far as like flashback goes, and Lord knows I take too many pictures for there to be flashback. So I was nervous to use it, but it turned out working super duper well. I went in with my Morphe Beauty Blender, the contouring shape with the sharp edge, and I just went around all the areas where I get super duper oily throughout the day, which are like my nose, upper lip, chin, around that area, T-zone, and I went in underneath my eyes as well to brighten it up. Now I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette to go on and bronze up my face and add some warmth and definition. But I know that Rihanna has her matchstick set for her Fenty Beauty line, and I don't necessarily like to cream contour. It's not something I could see myself using all the time, so I went on and skipped buying it, but I've heard really, really good things about it, so maybe I'll try it out. Go ahead and comment bronze baby if you want me to show you guys my full contouring, highlight, and skin, which includes like foundation and concealer routine.
I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, 'cause he was an angel. One time he loved, one time he patience, and one time he pain. Now I'm so amazed.
So now I'm going to grab my Real Techniques orange angled brush, and it's really, really great for nose contour, especially because you can reach all the small cracks and crevices and get the precision you need. Now I believe these brushes are super duper cheap, that they're really great quality, and you can find them at Target. I know you can for sure, you can find them at Ulta. I'm not 100% sure about Walmart, but Walmart is always updating their makeup section, so I would not be surprised if you can find it there. Now before my boyfriend crazily distracted me, I went in with the Rihanna Galaxy palette on accident, and then went in with the Morphe 39A palette, and I really like to use that palette for their neutrals and their browns, always good for starting off. So that's exactly what I did. I took the Morphe, I believe it's a Y16 brush, and I went in with a lighter brown shade that goes good with my skin tone. I just continued to go on and blend that all over the top half of my eye and in my crease, blending upwards. You're just going to keep blending and adding more definition into that crease. And in order to do that, you have to go in with a slightly darker shade. So I'm still using that 39A palette and went in with a little bit of a darker brown. More like a color I might contour with. So I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty limited edition Galaxy palette, and I went in with that darker brown shade and I had like specks of green flakes in it. It was super beautiful. Gave my boyfriend a kiss goodbye and another, and then went on to blend my eyeshadow in. I started from the bottom. Now we're here. No, I'm just kidding. I started from the bottom of my crease this time and just blended upwards so that it would have a really, really nice transition. Now, I really do like this palette. I would say if you want a super duper bright pigment, I would wet your brush first, but I feel like it's super versatile. You can use it for bright pigments or softer tones, softer looks. So now I'm taking the next shade up. It's a super dark brown, almost a black, and it has gold specks in it. And I'll be taking that into my my outer corner and blending it into my crease, kind of giving it a smoky eye effect. And make sure that you're using a really good blending brush and that you don't dip too much into it, because that is a super dark shade. I did and had to go back in with my 39A palette and also that lighter brown that we had used before to blend it out the right way. So now I am going in with that darker brown shade we had used to define our crease, and I'm going in and just blending it out on top of the work we've already done. I'm going in for my crease and blending it in a windshield wiper motion across the upper portion of my eye, kind of leaving the dark parts alone and giving it a smoky, sexy, sultry look. Now I'm just going back in with the Galaxy palette again and pretty much just correcting any imperfections that I see. So I needed to darken up that bottom part a little more and add a little tiny bit more definition. And I wanted to go in underneath my eye, so I used a flat, this is an old MAC concealer brush, but I use it for underneath my eye for eyeshadow, and it works wonders. I know a lot of us tend to use rounder brushes and fluffy brushes when going underneath our eyes, and it causes a lot of irritation, so just go in with a flat brush. And as soon as I was done, I grabbed my big fluffy powder brush and wiped off all the powder from underneath my eyes. It looks like it absorbs the rest of the powder on my upper lip and my chin, so it was only underneath the eyes where I had to dust off. So I'm going in with my Bretman Rock Highlight Contour Palette, and I just like to really have a super deep, dark contour, and I really like that bronzy shade, so I went in with my Mario Badescu spray and that same contour brush I was using before and just defining the contour that was already there. So now I'm going in with the 24 Cray Shimmer Powder from Fenty Beauty, and guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I can only imagine it on every single skin tone, but I absolutely love it. So I took that double-sided contour brush, sprayed it with Mario Badescu. Guys, it didn't even need a spray. Like, look at this. Oh my god, you have to see the swatch. Look at this. I didn't even wet my finger. I mean, it's so bright the camera couldn't even pick up how bright it was. That's crazy. Okay, am I crazy or is it just like so pretty? I can't even function. Ugh. I know my contour looks crazy right now, but as soon as we put the blush on, I promise it all makes sense. It looks so good. I just hate for a good bronzer to be lost in a blush, so I do like to pack on the bronzer when I blush. Now I'm just finishing up by touching up my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, slightly on my forehead. I just really like a glowy look. I admire Rihanna not only for her makeup collection, but just how she has worn her makeup over the years. She's always been a really big inspiration to me. So guys, I'm telling you, this is absolutely gorgeous. If you're gonna get anything from her collection, I would definitely say pick up this loose highlight. It's beautiful. So now I'm going to take my Morphe 8W palette. It's super duper beautiful. It complements the bronzer and highlight. As I told you, it smooths everything out. You can see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm blushing all over my cheeks, of course, and I learned a little trick to blush on my nose and on my temples and pretty much everywhere I contoured to add more life and vibrancy to my makeup look. So now I'm taking the Rihanna Fenty Beauty lip paint in the shade Unveil. Super duper gorgeous. It's like a brown shade and it looks so good on every skin tone. And I just go in and I put it like a line on my lip and then just work with the Cupid's bow. And then from there, I do the rest. And I always go towards the center of my lip when I'm applying lipstick. Now I'm adding the Fenty Beauty gloss on top, and it looks so beautiful on top of the Unveil lipstick. I am so happy with the results. I love that look. And I'm so good with that. She taught me love. So now I'm going to add eyelashes and mascara. I like to do a coat of mascara, then glue on my lashes, and then work on the bottom lashes. And I like to use the good old-fashioned gray lash. This look came out so beautifully. I wore it for about 13 hours. I went to the studio right after this, and it lasted. I didn't want to take it off. It looked super beautiful. My skin did not oil up. Super duper happy with the results. Please go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, especially Instagram if you want to see how this look turned out. Hey, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos, and don't forget to thumbs up, to subscribe, and definitely don't forget to turn that notification bell on for more videos. We're gonna have such a great time. Bye. Mwah.
That's a fact. Say a lot of for the bitches.